What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Starchwreck models review, things and stuff. The show where we review things and stuff. Today we've got the Timeslip Creations 1/32 scale Colonial Viper Mark VII-E on our bench today. And this is quite the kit here, I must have to say. Now, this I had seen years ago. I think they made it originally in 2007, but it looked like they re-released it or remastered it or something, and it just kind of popped up while I was searching for the studio scale Buck Rogers Starfighter. So I was pretty excited about that, and I just had to jump on it because I love the 32nd scale Vipers. They're just perfect size, I think, and have a lot of good detail. But we will take a look at this guy and then compare it to the Mobius standard Mark VII. First off, I guess I'll start with the directions. I get one nice little page here and a nice screenshot from the episode, or one of the episodes it was in. There's a parts count and descriptions, a couple little tips down here, and then very basic assembly instructions. I mean, you really can't screw it up. It's very easy. You got your decal placement guide, and then look at all the different decals. So pretty simple. So for those who don't know what this is, so it's the in-universe explanation. Who knows? The Pegasus made them is a theory, but the real-world explanation is, so in while they were doing the show, the new Battlestar Galactica, they changed visual effects houses, and so they went to redo the Viper because I think they'd misplaced or something the original file, so they made a new one. So you have this weird variation that's not exactly like it, but it's a little closer to the actual 1-to-1 scale mock-up in terms of some detail and size and stuff like, or things like that. Especially you'll notice with the engines when we'll get to those. But then you see it, both of them in the same, in Razor. You see this one and the original Mark VII flying around. So it's kind of bizarre, and then it shows up in season 4. But it's neat. It's kind of like you got your F-18 Hornet, and then you've got the F-18 Super Hornet. So that's kind of the way I think of it, and I think some other people do as well. It's kind of an upgraded version. So, but yeah, the kit this is the main body. It's solid resin. Let's see if we can get some good detail. Very fantastic molding. I mean, the lines are super crisp. There's hardly any flash. There's a couple mold lines, but that's to be expected. Those are easily removed. Inset for the vertical stabilizer. Here's the aft section. Now, the one small thing that I would say is I wish it was hollow or in two pieces. That would make it easier to light, perhaps. It's the only possible, I'll just say, I don't even want to call it a complaint, just the thing I would say about it. But I mean, you still could, you just have to drill into there to get into the cockpit and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I don't want to try to drill into here and have to refinish it or whatever, but it's definitely possible. I've seen on Modelers Magic, whatever it is, that one site, the M's with the models, and they have great models and things and stuff. Anyway, somebody had one of these and then the regular Mark VII next to each other, and they were both lit, and they look so glorious. So I might do that, probably not, because I just want to build it because I think it's awesome enough on its own. But yeah, so you got that really nice detail. Little minor bits of flash, but nothing too difficult. That's the main body. Here are the engines. Everything was well packed in packing peanuts. Nothing was damaged or broken. These are your engines, and you've got 2 short ones for the bottom ones and then 1 long one for the top one. I don't think I have them oriented correctly, but they have some nice detail on them. There's a piece of flash. There also, you'd have to drill these out for lighting as well, so that's kind of one of my other questionable things if I wanted to light it or not. It really wouldn't be that hard. You just have to be careful. Just small drill bit and a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger, and you could probably do it, but there's that, guys. And then all the other parts, all the other opaque resin parts anyway, are in this bag. And we've got our vertical stabilizer. Very nice detail, very sharp, very crisp, very little cleanup. Then we have various other details. Here's our landing gear. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Let's look at that square thingy. So there you go. You got your landing gear, also very detailed, very nice. I'm thinking about trying to make it so you can attach the landing gear and then be able to take them out and just put the doors on so it can be in flight or landed, but we'll see. They fit in there quite nicely. A very long, nice rectangular piece. It just fits in right there. Yes, it is. In fact, having trouble coming out. There we go. Then we got our ejector seat. Also some very nice detail on that. Let's see what else. These are the little wing sponsoons, little side pieces that go on the wing tips. I think I have that wrong. I'm not sure which way that goes. There's a third one. That's weird. Oh, maybe it goes on this? No? Okay, maybe there's an extra one. We got that. We've got our landing. Oh no, these are the cockpit sidewalls. Got a little ejection handle, something. I don't think that's showing up very well. There it goes. So yeah, cockpit sidewalls. We got our guns. These are pretty neat looking. And this is really nice, the instrument panel. And we'll compare this to the Mobius one also, just so you can see how much better detailed this is. Oh, what else we have? Engine greebles. A couple more engine greebles. Also very little cleanup. Oh, and then we have our, these two pieces are little extensions on the back bottom section, so something like this. So just need a little bit of cleanup, I think, just on these edges right there, and those will fit right on there. And probably a little filler, but shouldn't be too bad. More engine detail. And finally we have our landing gear covers. So it's that also with some nice interior detail. And this wasn't on the form, but there was also a pilot included, so I don't know if that's standard or not, but pilot looks really good actually. Oops, sorry. We'll compare this to the Mark II and Mark VII Mobius pilots. We'll shove this all out of the way. You go over there now. Yep. Oop. And of course have our canopy, which I believe is clear resin, and it looks really good. You can see injection ports though, those will come off really easily. It's a little cloudy, but nothing some polish won't fix up. So really nice piece. And last but not least, with this kit, we have a nice little set of decals, decals, whichever you prefer. I always called them decals. Wow, I could do them right side up. Wouldn't that be great? I always called them decals, but in a lot of the YouTube shows I watch, they call them decals. Very nice. They seem a little thick, but that probably won't be too much of a problem. They have a little. They have. What was I? There we go. A lot more cockpit decals than the Mobius kit does in terms of the Dratus and stuff like that. And it has a little keyboard down there. It also has a bunch of optional markings that aren't included on the Canon version. You've got like the avionics and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. You see those on the Mark II, but you can add those on there. So yeah, I think this kit is awesome. It is, I don't know what else to say about it itself. Let us check out the Mobius version. And here's one that's in progress of being made. All right, this ain't gonna work. Yeah, there we go. So similar length. I guess we better zoom back out now. Yep. There we are. And then you already have a Mark VII. Actually, this is my second Mark VII. I was like, why buy another one for much more expensive, but still, I don't know. I love the variants. It's just a neat thing. And that vertical stabilizer will probably fall out, but see that? They have these intakes right here that aren't on this one. Overall different shape, not as streamlined as the original one. We've got our thrusters right here. I drilled those out. This one has thrusters as well, but they're a little more subtle. I don't even know if we're seeing that. I can't really see it on the camera. But they're there, and they're in all the correct locations, as you might imagine. You can kind of see them right there. I got that. Check out the back. And it's also kind of interesting that this one has just like the two doors that open up, just one side and the other side, or I guess they come up this way. But this one actually has multiple pieces per door for each landing gear, so that's kind of interesting. So there's that. Let's see what else we got. Let's check out the engines. So these engines are much more accurate to the studio full-scale mock-up. You can find pictures of that online when they had it at auction. They're a lot stubbier and blockier. And the cockpit. So here's the Mobius cockpit. It's been hollowed out a little bit for lighting, as you can see there. I didn't buy the photo etch. Maybe I should. I guess it's still early enough along where I could. The cockpit for this right now is blank. There's nothing in there, but we do have our main system, which is, let's see if we can get really close on this guy, so much more detailed right off the bat. So I think I cut that completely wrong, but oh well, it should be fine. I'll build it up. It still has to be other holes and things added for buttons and lights and stuff. And I could have swore I brought the seat. Maybe I did not. I don't think I did. Well, I did not bring the seat. Sorry about that to compare them, but I'm pretty sure this one's so much more detailed. The other one's still good, but this one has all the hoses and things like that. Let's pretend. There we go. Sort of. All right. And let's see, we got our pilots. So here is the resin version. Let's see if we can get them all there. Try to zoom down. We can check those guys out. So, oh God, I got leprosy, no. Just we'll compare these two. The Resin Pilot from the Mark II is really nice. It's a really nice piece there. This is the plastic one from the Mark VII. So you can see it's kind of a upgraded version of this guy, but to have the correct arm. But even more detailed than these two, I would say. But about the same. Oh, well, the helmet's a little wider. I haven't really compared these guys too much yet. Huh. That's cool. So, yeah, that's our pilots. And I think that's about it for this guy. I've been doing a lot of blathering, sorry. As I am wont to do. Zoom back out to a reasonable height. So yeah, that is pretty much the Timeslip Creations Mark VII, Mark VII-E. Overall thoughts, it's amazing, it's awesome. If you like the variants, if you like Vipers, if you like building resin kits, that really won't take a horrible amount of work, then I definitely recommend picking it up. For resin kit, it's not horribly expensive either. I think mine was $165 plus shipping. I mean, it's a model kit, but it was definitely worth it just for the quality of the kit and the detail and everything about it, for an obscure random thing that us hardcore fans would enjoy a lot. But it's a good compliment to this guy. This is still a great kit, of course. I enjoyed it. My thing fell off over there. Of course I broke it off. What a shock. And they go together well, and it's cool to have them side by side to see the evolution, as it were. Oh, what else? Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much all I got. So yeah, definitely pick it up if you're interested, if all those reasons are of interest to you. And I think you'll be really happy and add a excellent representation of a great machine with your collection. Yup. So that's pretty much all I got. Take care out there, and I will see you guys at the next video. Or I guess I won't really see you. You'll see me, and I'll see occasional weird comments, mostly good comments. Then you get some weird ones, and you just go,